Now we have got the knife underway here, which means we can jump into this matchup. And with that, let me just, before I forget, do a couple other things. Quick roster rundown here for the Virus side. We have Oaz, Alive, Drana, Zelk, and Raigeki. And then for the Delicious side, we have got Tay, Plotch, Thunder, Jetlag, and Eki. You might recognize 3 of those names from the former MTW side. Knife underway, Virus grabbing themselves 2 as seems Delicious also grabbing themselves 2. Virus fighting back once again, 2-on-2. 2-on-1 as Tay is your last man standing. And Raigeki is going to finish that one off with 3 knives, actually. Now,
I've been crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say the knife. I mean, there really is a hate or love relationship with knife rounds.
I love them.
I was about to say, me and you.
I love a good knife.
Me and you,
As long as possible to annoy everyone.
You and I are quite pro knivers, if we could say that. I mean, we had a battle earlier, and it took what, 6, 7 knives before we knifed each other.
Oh yeah, that was funny. I think we knifed the floor before we actually managed to knife each other.
Yeah, I mean, the car's windows were completely smashed out by the time we were done.
Pro gamers, that's why.
Now it seems that Virus will be taking the attacking side. Delicious on defense.
We'd expect it, but I don't know. Virus still look like quite a few people waiting on defense.
I was about to say that.
I think this map's really even these days, though. I
Yeah,
find this map
it
really
can
a
be.
lot even. I mean, back when
Yeah,
you know,
Virus picked defense.
a long time ago, it was just like really attack heavy. But I don't think that anymore. I think it's really even.
No.
Indeed, well, we saw Bocco and co really dominate pushing up on that A side on defense. So you can be as aggressive on defense as you can be attack. So it can literally play either side depending on how you utilize your SMGs, your scopes, your AKs.
Now we do just while we are still waiting for one more person to ready up, and we'll be going underway here. As we can see, Delicious are on the attacking side while Virus take up defense. So it seems that they might be going for a kind of get what what Pansy and I say to be the more difficult side out of the way, and then try and pick up the last few rounds while they move on to attack. We will be running straight into this one. Of course, there will be more action up after this one. We will be watching Team Authority Gaming take on a Nexus. So, of course, more action underway. Now, going away here with the Soaps. Going to take it away here with Zelk. See if he does spot anything. No, he doesn't. Eki's at the top corner. And he does actually get pre-emmed there by Zelk. Does get dropped. Tay sitting in tight low light here. Takes out Drana. And it seems that there's heavy pushes here from the SMGs. Thunder grabbing himself too as Raigeki and Alive both drop. Although Delicious really have not actually moved out of spawn. They only have Plotch on the B side. And their bomb hasn't crossed the street either. Zelk, of course, now with that scope is going to be a massive hindrance just to try and get across that street. Spray does come in. Zelk falls back. And now Plotch takes out Oaz. Zelk is now your last man standing. He's got 4. Delicious place to find, finds 1. He knows where a second is, grabs Jetlag, has his deagle. There's a 3rd one around the corner, lands the tags. Plotch is heavily tagged up, and pulls out his empty scope, and unfortunately does get taken out there by Plotch. Windmills your scoreline, but Delicious very slow out the blocks there.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to see what Delicious do this round, see if they speed it up a little. I'm going to watch Plotch off the bat here, SMGing towards that B side. Hopefully can pick up a few opening frags with the nades being thrown out here. Kenshi does make his way towards that B bomb site. One's already pushed into Melons. Does spot him, does get tagged up, but finally dropped by Branra. And is down to 4 on 5. But Virus picking up the frags left, right and centre. ZLK will pick up one of his own, dropping Eki the other scope. And Raigeki picking up one for himself. So that's 3 of the Delicious players gone already. So maybe Virus have already adapted to what worked so well for them the first round. I'm going to have to follow Tay here so we can find him. He's in this A house with a massive uphill battle on his hands. Does pick up the tag onto Raigeki in the Melons area. Doesn't land the frag, does get tagged up himself, and the second round going evens.
Now, Virus. I mean, the first round I was watching Tay, and there were 3 people swarming him on that A side. Like, they pushed light full out. That round, second round, we saw 4 players in the B watermelon building. I mean, they just swarmed it and denied Delicious any kind of way to cross. And now we see Delicious have put 2 players towards the B side at the same time. Try and get some more cover out there. Alive, get that late nade onto Blodge. And already Virus have set themselves in good position to hold this watermelon building, and then denying that B plant that everyone always goes for on Crossfire. So many teams will prefer that B bomb site over the A bomb site. And now Zelk and Alive grabbing 2 frags. Tay, once again, your last man standing, and he's an A. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's having a challenge to get into A. If he had, the bomb could go for a plant without anyone really challenging him, but unfortunately, it's not going to go that way as the bomb is all the way at the bus side. Spotted Zelk, tags him up with a single deagle. And now the time's ticking away as Tay continually struggles to find a player. And he's going in the wrong direction right now. Only 40 seconds left on the clock. His time really is running out, especially for a 1 versus 3 situation. Virus getting themselves nestled in here towards the top of the street. They know they don't really need to move. Alive, pulling out the deagle, trying to take a couple of pot shots there. Tay doesn't close it off though. 25 seconds left. Tay now starts using that shift button to its advantage and tries to move forward. Zelk scopes in on him. Unfortunately, does actually get a deagle in, and then Zelk to finish him off. 2-1's the scoreline, but really Delicious need to pick up their pace a little bit and not lose B. They really need to get that early nades out. They are missing it quite a bit.
Yeah, Virus that round really pushed them to be so aggressively. It was incredible, really switching up how they're playing this map. Every round seems to be different for them, and you can see they're going super aggressive on the street, but Tay does take down that attack with a double grenade, and Virus finally picking one back up for themselves, but it's already into a 4-on-3 in the way. Delicious, but Regeki evening up once again, but Tay made his way into the A area again, really dominating this A push. Does spot one player, doesn't seem to land the frag initially, but pushes into this A house, does pick up the frag onto Regeki, controlling that A side now. He must know that these both players for the Virus team are on the B side. Bomb being faked on the B side, but Plotch does pick up the frag. It's all on ZLK to use that scope. Does spot one in the cafeteria area, tags him up. He doesn't land the frag on the caf guy, but with a nade he does. Just 2-on-1. Plotch will pick up the frag there, and Delicious finally dominating that B area for themselves. It did really seem to make the difference that round.
Alright, now Kex, I'm going to throw this one off to you. What, right off the bat, is standing out to you about these two teams? Like, one player from each team, what's really standing out for you right now?
Tay's constantly getting to A. He's being a real pain. He's not particularly going quickly into A, but he's always getting there. So I think Virus needs to put just an SMG or something in back A and stop him pushing. ZLK is constantly keeping his nade for the bomb as well, so ZLK is the last one left. Always fake the bomb. Alrighty. They'll have a nade for it. That's pretty much sticking out for me so far.
Now Thunder, your last man standing, is going to have a problem there as Rangeki does finally shut him down, taking it to 2-3. And Virus, I mean, the pace is ridiculously fast between these two teams. Having a look at the scoreboards quickly, rather big kill spread between all the players. Plotch on 5 frags as Jetlag sitting on 1 for 5 at the moment. And then ZLK 8 for 2, while OS all the way there at the bottom on 1 for 2. And I mean, it seems Virus are really strung down on their tactics. Their tactics seem to be working for them. Like literally a specific push of 3 people into the B bomb side, 1 into B alley, cafe area kind of thing. So their tactics seem to work once they get into play. But Tay disrupts them as he nearly did the previous round, pushing all the way down to cafe before ZLK took him out. I mean, they were bunched up in 3s there, and even a nade, if that one nade lands, there's 3 players gone. So Virus playing risky, very risky, but they're definitely reaping the rewards from it, and it seems that until Delicious can figure out how to counter it, they're going to be going for it for quite some time. Because so far, there's been no round that's the standard, 2 B side, 2 A side, 1 backstreet kind of play. It's really been Virus with the tactics of either pushing up the street, going towards light, or pushing into that B area, and allowing Tay to take the A building.
Yeah, it's been a real tit-for-tat game so far, literally. Each round the teams are adapting to each other's playstyles, but then, they've already switched up to a new thing. You saw Delicious going super aggressive a few times, and Tay always working the A side, but then again you look at Virus, and they did do a real strong push into that melon area, which worked fantastically, even though Tay had, got into the A site and controlled the A house. And it's just going left, right, and centre. You can't tell who's going to pick up the next round because you don't know what they're going to do, because it is so so progressive. Every round just changes, which is really nice to see on Crossfire because it can get super stale, and you do get the standard kind of standoff when you get one player left in the A house and there's one proning somewhere in CAF, and it's really boring. But it's nice to see teams really pushing what they're doing, and it's pretty interesting so far.
I've never seen teams really implement tactics the way Virus have, and I definitely look forward to see what else they have in their book of tactics.
Definitely. I must say though, Infused, don't want to mention too much, but they did used to have some very interesting strats, quite similar to some of the ones I've seen today. It's always interesting. A few teams really will like adapt something to their own playstyles and just use it. Tomsky was renowned for literally just bombing it up the street on A side, on defense, exactly taking their heads off as his standard line was. And it's refreshing to see because it brings back a little bit of excitement, and it's very hard to do that these days. So, credit to any team that does it when they do something other than the standard thing, because it's so hard. They've got all these nades these days. You've got pre-fire spots, you've got wallbangs, so you can't blame the game for slowing down really, because it just kind of has from people getting better and learning where people push. But it's always really refreshing to see something a little bit different.
That, and you guys have to remember, I mean, we've been, or at least I have been, nearly 6 games that I've been streaming, just watching the top teams play it out on Crossfire. So, you might think we're talking quite a lot about tactics and Virus and how they've been playing this one, but it really is unique to see teams actually pulling out strats on this map. So let's see what they can do as we come back into this matchup. We do have 5 versus 5 once again, and where I want to see Eki. Let's see what Eki. Actually, no. Let's go with Jetlag, who seems to be having some connection problems there for the first few seconds. As his team leaves behind the bomb site, they have picked it up now. Jetlag is waiting for those nades to come out. It seems that they're being very cautious to push that street. Tay landing the nade there onto ZLK, and for once, Virus have not pushed up into the B building. OS taking out Thunder, but now Jetlag's in this B alley and is gonna see if he can find a kill. There are 2 players in Cafe for Virus, so as soon as he stands up, his head no doubt will be taken off. He actually gets away quite lucky. Battlefield.
Easy aggressive positioning from Jetlag here with an AK.
That is very true, and he does actually get pushed, takes out Drana. Quick reactions on his part. Now his team are given the opportunity to move in there with that bomb and see if they can get it down. Jetlag popping the nade out towards that low A area. Rankeki taking out Eki. And now they're going to try and draw out those nades and those players. Jetlag pushing up towards Cafe, as there is one behind their counter. Tay takes out Rankeki, and Delicious holding strong this round. Oh, Alive over peeking, takes out Jetlag. But quickly the revenge frag comes in. OAS taking him out. And now it is all down to OAS. 1 versus 2. Tay and Plotch still left.
Planted.
For the Delicious team, OAS has heard one towards the top of the street. He knows there's one still towards that bomb site. He seems to be confused by some, or thinking there's someone in light. But Delicious, with slow and concise play, does close it off. And bringing it back to 3-3. And Delicious really need to look towards taking the lead here.
Well, you must say after that round that Jetlag really kept the Virus team at bay by pushing into that B alley with the AK, also locking down the A alley push. But I've got to follow Tay here as he is making his way into the A house once again, but does get shut down by Alive, who seemingly adapted to the strat that he's been using here. And it does seem Delicious are on the back foot as Regeki will pick up one of his own, taking down Jetlag, and Alive again with another frag onto Thunder. And Plotch left in that little melon area, does pick up one for himself in the way of Drana, and it is down to Eki and Plotch to make something happen. And the bomb is way over the other side of the map, but somehow Plotch has managed to cross the street with 4 players kind of watching him. And he will make a little bit of a tag happen there into the cafe area, but it will be kind of stopped by ZLK and Alive. Alive going huge that round.
And it seems that Virus have made the right choice with this defensive side, even if they end on 6-6, and we talk about the attacking side being slightly easier. It seems that they have set themselves up for a good attack. Drana waiting for the nades to come in on this B alley. They're going to push, and we do see this 3 to 4 man push on this B side once again coming into play. Drana's pushing all the way up the street, all the way up into lockers, being very aggressive, but Plotch and Thunder working together, grabbing 2 frags there onto Virus. And now Virus here on the back foot. Tay has not pushed up. He is covering his teammates. And OS pushing up with the AK, takes out Plosh. Very strong play for an AK to get into that position, but Eki is going to shut him down with an M4. And now it is all down to ZLK. Tay finally pushing out. Thunder taking out his teammate. Eki now probably thinking, well, really my teammate doesn't want me, and Tay is going to close off ZLK. Bringing back to 4-4, and really it's hit for tat at the moment. 1-for-1.
Definitely. But, Kex, I just want to get your opinion here. Generally, attack is such a dominant side. If you're in Delicious's shoes here and you're picking up rounds here, there, and everywhere, but not consistently doing it, how would you adapt to it? How would you make sure you're picking up every single round that you could?
Well, I was watching Tails at the start there, and he literally just ran from spawn straight into A. Like, there wasn't even a nade in A alley. I mean, I don't know why they're not using that to their advantage. If they can just run straight to A alley, straight to A, I don't know why they're just not going A.
Well, I think your point has been perfectly proven in that round by Alive literally just sweeping away that B defense. Exactly.
Virus team were at B, and they should just go A.
Talk about a reverse blitzkrieg tactic against the Germans. Now,
they all go B, and everyone else goes A.
And we do see Stelke grabbing 2 frags here through the smoke. Plotch and Eki both dropping. Incredible stuff from him. Superb luck, if I could call it that. But 2 shots going through the smoke takes out 2 players. And Delicious down to 2 members.
Filth.
And even ZLK is wondering what happened there for a moment. But Tay and Thunder, Tay taking out a live spray coming in. He's in a very difficult situation. There's no real way for them to get out of this light building. There are 4 players still alive for Virus. And they're going to be watching every exit they can. ZLK watching the cross, making sure that he has got cover in front of him. That he can quickly drop back into cover in case they do lay down fire with him. OS taking out Tay. Your last man standing is Thunder. He's got an AK. Bombs behind him. And it is going to be such a struggle for him to pull this one back. Virus not even giving him the opportunity to get up a pick over here, and he will be taken out by OAS, taking it to 4-6, and Virus grab their 2-round lead that they've been working at so hard.
Definitely, but I'm going to see what Alive can do off the bat here, because he's been doing so well and so strong pushing that B bomb site. I want to see what he's doing so right against this Delicious team. And it does seem like, once again, they're doing that real strong B push here, taking their time, not too quickly pushing there, but it does seem as though they've taken Kex's words into account here and they've pushed that A side. But Alive has already made his way into that B bomb, but Virus, OAS picking up 3 fantastic frags here. And it is down to Plotch and Thunder to do something, but Drana will deny Plotch any possible chance. It is once again all on Thunder to make something happen. He does get tagged up from Virus team. And he literally careful of every corner, spots a player's leg, pushing that A side, does spot him again, but will not land the frag. It is like the enemies approaching from every single centimetre of this map here. They are literally surrounding him. Does got one at the B bins there. Does manage to land the frag, and it doesn't seem to be happening for him, and OS will pick up his 4th of the round there. Fantastic play.
And that's how the AKs do it. Having a look over here at the scoreboard, we do see that OS, ZLK Alive, and Rangeki really on top of the frags there, while Drana is following closely behind. Delicious side frags aren't so high, but then again, so on neither are their rounds now. We will see Drana once again pushing up here. And Eki's nade connecting with Raigeki. There's still 2 players pushing up towards the B side though. Watermelons is being overwhelmed right now. Plotch moves in there. Quick reactions as he takes out Drana. Thunder onto OAS. All down to ZLK. And this action just flows and flows. And we do see Thunder headshot onto ZLK. And it's going to be a 7-5 half. But Virus have got the lead.
Not bad overall, really. Neither team can be too upset with what they've walked away with, you know. Virus are a fantastic team at this, and they've got some real specific strats. And I must say, Delicious did adapt eventually. They kind of must have heard Kex's word from somewhere and thought, you know what, let's actually use this A side once in a while. It did seem to work for them, if not just to split that real strong B push up. So I just want to see what maybe Virus can do on attack here, because maybe they can really switch something up. Because, you know, they're so progressive on defense, maybe they can do an attack. So, along those lines, I'm going to have to follow my favourite at the moment, which is Alive here. Making his way towards that A-bomb site, but can he take up Tay's mantle? He can't, because Tay will show him down, but OAS chimes in with 2 of his own, shutting down any hope for that Delicious team. We do see that Virus have really made their way into that B-bomb site with what they have left. And Regeki will pick up one for himself, their jet lag downed and out. And it is all on Thunder and Eki, who seem to be the last men standing for the Delicious side for a few rounds now. So I'm going to have to see what Thunder can do, as he is the last man left. And Drana will pick up the frag.
Seemingly easy round there from Virus on the first round of this half. And, you know, it's going to start nibbling at Delicious's minds in a moment, but they are 3 rounds down. And especially after the side that, well, what we feel is easier, Drana taking out Plotch. He's going to carry on pushing up, and Delicious, they just can't counter it right now. It doesn't seem like they can stop it. Tay grabbing the frag there onto Drana, but right as that happens, Alive's there behind him, does get the revenge frag, grabs the second one, taking out Jetlag. Thunder and Echo, your last 2 standing. Thunder heavily tagged up, he's going to need a fall back. Eki's all the way back at the spawn. Virus will be able to get this bomb down. And the only thing they need to worry about is a nade at this point in time. ZLK taking out Thunder. It's all down to Eki. But he will be shut down here very quickly by Alive. And that's going to take it to 9-5. And hope seems to be slipping for the Delicious side.
Well, I'm going to have to watch maybe Oaz off the bat here for the Virus side. See what he's doing so right for his team. Because he does seem to pick up those real key frags. And I don't see any nades picking up any kills for either team at the moment, but we do see a really fast B push coming out from the Virus team, but Plotch will cull that down as he kills Alive, who has been their main aggressive SMG. So following Plotch here as he does try and make his way into that B area, but Drana will cut his attack down to size, and it is left to 3 Delicious players. Eki picking up one for himself onto Regeki. The numbers are slowly but surely evening up. Tay does spot one in this light area. Noaz again picking up that vital frag. But it does seem to be going tit for tat with the kills here this round. Literally as one picks up one, the other will get the other guy. And bomb being faked on that B-bomb site does seem to be going down fully, and Drana does finally get that bomb down. Vital move for the team. Now hopefully Virus can sit back, relax and wait for the Delicious players to come straight to them. Watching Oaz here, watching that cross into the B-bomb site, waiting for hopefully one of the Delicious players to try and cross. He does spot one, but doesn't want to stay there too long, as it was a scope staring at him in the face. But we do see Jelek in the middle of the street, knowing where Oaz is. He does pick up the frag, and there we go. Jelek picks up 2 of the kills. A fantastic retake from the Delicious team, as they didn't really have any right to pick that up. So well played to Jekyll there.
Really strong team play from those 2 to bring this one back. I mean, knowing that those 2 players were spread out so widely, I mean, they can only be happy that both of them peaked and really pushed that when they didn't need to. And hopefully Virus will learn from that very quickly and not make that same mistake again. Quickly here at the scoreboards. Still Oaz, Alive and ZLK making things happen for this Virus side. Taze pushing all the way towards back A, see if he can pick up a frag, but no, Alive is on top of him, shuts him down. And it still seems that Delicious aren't trying anything new. They're sticking to the typical, let's just, you know, split towards the bomb sites. One sits far back on the street, which is Eki, but it's not working, and it hasn't been working for the last couple of rounds. So why they are changing, or why they're not changing it up, or trying something different, trying to find a hole within the Virus's attack, is really beyond me. You see Eki missing a shot there onto ZLK. Alive taking out Thunder. Eki is your last man standing, will be shut down there by OS, taking it to 10-4, and only 3 more rounds for this Virus side, and they will be taking this match.
It's all still possible though. You can't really rule out either team as of yet, because they're all fantastic players. So on that note, I'm going to have to follow Eki off the bat here, as I haven't quite expected yet. Trying to get a wall back into that light area to stop that B push being so progressive and so fast, but it does seem like an all-out B push from the Virus team, as Alive will make his way into that B alley. Knows there's a player behind Drana, but Drana will frag. Brilliant communication there, and a fantastic push into this B bomb site. 3 frags coming in real quick from good team play and general diligence. But finally the Delicious team will chime back with a few frags of their own, but not much will happen in the way of retaking that round, as Oaz will pick up that final kill onto Plotch, taking that hope away from the Delicious team once again.
Now, Kex, I mean, you've been rather famous with your wall bangs and stuff on Crossfire. I mean, we've seen you hit 3 frags through walls on Crossfire more specifically. You know, watching Eki that previous round, went for the you know, wall banging instead of trying to find the obvious picks and things like that. How do you feel about scopes rather going for you know, wall bang that might or might not happen, rather than going for the clear and open picks and seeing if they can get that?
Well, like I said before, I prefer attack on this map because everyone's smokes are so good these days that it is literally impossible. Like, there's never really a gap in smoke on top teams like this. So, I mean, lining up a wall bang like that one, either you have to line it up quickly because people smoke it and you can't see it after that. Lining up a wall bang where you know people are running into it, it's just easier to do that than it is to spam aimlessly into smoke. You've got more chance of hitting someone that way than you do of just, yeah, aimlessly shooting the smoke.
Alright, now 12-6 is your scoreline. 6 rounds, or 6 match points here on the board for Virus. Should easily be taking this one away. And let's quickly have a look here, see if we can find ZLK. Going to be crossing the street, he's going to look into the smoke, does do a couple of shots there, randomly see if he can connect with anything. No, he doesn't. And Virus, 2 pushing towards this B side, make that 3 as ZLK reinforces the armory moving forward, but Plotch and Jetlag shutting them down slightly. Raigeki with an M4. And this, again, is another thing we don't see often, is players utilizing that M4 on such a long-range map where we know that, I mean, a lot of the times with assault weapons, they'll be using it for mid-range to long-range stuff, but the M4 on Crossfire with such low recoil, even though you need an extra bullet or 2 to kill a person, has shown to be so much more deadly, especially in the hands of a player like Froz, which has been proven countless times. Plotch pushing up towards Light, does take out Oaz with a wallbang. Drana is your last man standing. He has got 3 to find, but Eki's going to shut him down. And it's not too much of a worry. At least, you know, Virus can set themselves up for the next round. They know what Delicious can do now. And, you know, they really can just counter this last round and close it off.
And I must say that Raigeki is renowned for the M4 use. He literally has utilised this weapon for far too long and it's very annoying.
He's been using this since yeah.
Exactly, and he's very good at it. You see the likes of Frost and him using this, and it's soul destroying to die to it, but the first frag will go to the Delicious side, but Virus will chime back in with 2 of their own, taking down Plotch and Jetlek, and it is all in the hands of Thunder, Tay and Eki to claw back some sort of hope for the Delicious team, but Thunder will take that away, take the lead on us, dropping the infamous man with the M4 Raigeki, as we do find Tay in a real brilliant position here, ready to pounce on any player trying to push that B-bomb site. But it is all down to these 2 men, Thunder and Tay. And he will make a slight mistake, tagging his own teammate, and that could be the round-changing moment, as he will try and make his way into that B-bomb site, but that is how you lose a game very quickly. By tagging your own teammate, not ideal.
Yeah, that actually just gave it away towards the end.
Yeah.
Both of the players are going to know where it is. It was an SMG shot that went off, so they're going to call it to their teammates and then say, right, so if you guys kill an AK, there's still another one there. But that will be the match. 13-7 is your scoreline. These guys will shouldn't be playing it out anymore. We will be jumping quickly over to a different server as we will be bringing you guys more action with Authority Gaming versus Team Empire. Stick around for more action from Quad V.